Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
This is Voice of Korea.
Now we begin the English language transmission from Pyongyang, the capital of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea.
We're now placing a mixed coverage. South Janitor Kim In-sung. the meal, courage. Field Janitor Kim Jong-il.
Respected Kim Jong-un, First Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, First Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, guided again the tactical rocket launching exercise of the Western Front striking units of the strategic force of the Korean People's Army on the state. The launching exercise was conducted with a combination of sudden maneuver and fire strike so as to assess and check up actual war capacity of the Western Front striking units of the strategic force. He was accompanied by Bang Byung-seo and other senior officials of the party and army. Bang learned in detail on the spot about the launching plan mapped out by the staff of the strategic force, the top flight orbit and blockades of the target lines, and he gave an order to launch tactical rockets. Through the tactical rocket launch exercise of the Western Front striking units of the strategic force of the Korean People's Army, reminiscent of a real war, the heat and combat power of our tactical rockets were fully demonstrated once again, the order of combat action and the fire of the units in case of emergency correctly defined, and the methods of firing at different enemy targets completely. Kim Jong-un expressed with great satisfaction over the fact that the counter-tactical rocket launching exercise was successfully conducted with a combination of prompt maneuver in line with the demand of the modern warfare, and gave important instructions on combat preparations of the strategic force and application of two-stage rocket launching tactics. He said, "We should be ready both for words and action. No matter how honest-minded and just we may be, it can be the bargaining for the strong and the precious history which has been defended by the our blood be spoiled in an instant if we are weak." Kim Jong-un expressed the firm belief that the units of the strategic force would further intensify preparations for action in the field of rockets through exercises like a real war as today, and constantly keep a posture of immediate launching in the future too, and that neutralize the reckless confrontation frenzy of the enemy, persistently trying to suffocate the DPRK by force of strength with powerful military deterrent force.
Respected Kim Jong-un, first Secretary of the Workers' Party of Korea, first Chairman of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK, and Supreme Commander of the Korean People's Army, called it the Beard of the North, Bong Joon-ho, and expressed deep condolences over his death on July the 9th. He was accompanied by Bang Byung-ho and the senior officials of the Korean Army. Placed before the bier of the deceased was a wreath filled by respected Kim Jong-un. Also laid there were wreaths sent by the Secretary and Central Military Commission of the Workers' Party of Korea, the National Defense Commission, the Presidium of the Supreme People's Assembly, and the Cabinet of the DPRK, the Ministry of the People's Armed Forces, and diplomatic institutions. Standing by the bier were the bereaved families of the deceased and members of the State Funeral Commission. Guards of honor of the Korean People's Army were standing by the bier. Respected Kim Jong-un observed a moment of silence in memory of the deceased. He looked round the bier with bitter feelings of the loss of the revolution veteran who worked energetically to establish the monolithic leadership system of the party and make the munitions industry future-oriented and modern at the important historic time of accomplishing the revolutionary course of achievement, and devoted his all till the last moment of his life to work for honoring forever the immortal revolutionary achievements performed by the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il in the field of the defense industry. He met the bereaved families of the deceased, expressed deep condolences, and warmly consoled them.
Respected Supreme Commander Kim Jong-un sent a wreath friendly to the bier of the late General of the Korean People's Army, an honorary curator of the Museum of Arms and Equipment of the Korean People's Army, expressing deep condolences over his death.
The great leader President Kim Il-sung's famous work, officials should become peaceful servants of the people, was brought out in booklets by the Narkotika Format Publishing House of Russia on the 2nd.
The Society for the Promotion of the Relations between Austria and the DPRK posted a brief history of the revolutionary activities of the great leader President Kim Il-sung on its website on the 4th, along with his smiling portrait.
The Mount Pektu Czech-Korean Friendship Association featured the great leader Kim Jong-il's famous work. Let us behold the great leader Comrade Kim Il-sung in high esteem as the eternal president of our republic on its website Mount Pektu on the 1st. The website carried a portrait of a smiling Kim Il-sung.
An Institute of the Tzuchi Idea carried on its bulletin on July the 1st, respected to Kim Jong-un's famous work, the great Kim Il-sung is the eternal leader of our people and our people.
The 20th anniversary of the demise of the great leader Kim Il-sung was observed abroad. Roundtable talks recently took place at the General Metal and Machine Company in the roadway project design and supervisory enterprise of Ethiopia. A reading session at construction site number 1 of the Almania area in Conakry City of Guinea. A photo and book exhibition in Kuala Lumpur of Malaysia. A memorial meeting and opening ceremony of the DPRK photo, book and handicraft exhibition at the Socialist Popular Party of Mexico. A lecture at the Workers' Party of Mexico and the ceremony to visit the Kim Il-sung Kim Jong-il greenhouse in Indonesia.
Mongolian and Indonesian newspapers feature the 20th anniversary of the demise of the great leader Kim Il-sung. The Mongolian newspaper Haber number 25 carried a special write-up illustrated with a portrait of smiling Kim Il-sung and his photograph, and the Indonesian newspaper International Media on the 2nd a special article illustrated with his smiling portrait. The Indonesian newspaper Suara Karya on June 26th ran an article under the title Immortal President Kim Il-sung.
The chairman of the Slovenia-Korea Friendship Association and the chairman of the Nigeria-Korea Friendship Association issued press statements on July the 1st and the 3rd on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of the demise of the great leader Kim Il-sung. The press statement said His Excellency Generalissimo Kim Il-sung is a prominent leader and unrivaled great man who set out on the road of revolution in his teens and devoted his all to the Korean Revolution and the cause of global independence until in his 80s.
The Workers' Party of Korea Publishing House brought out Volume 7 of Complete Collection of Kim Jong-il's works, a library of the immortal Chukchi idea and Korean idea, which comprehensively deals with famous works of the great leader Kim Jong-il in a chronological order. The book contains 98 works, including his first talks and conclusions made public by Kim Jong-il in August 52 or 1963 and March 53 or 1964.
Some members of the Embassy of the People's Republic of China in the DPRK encouraged the overseas Koreans related to the revolutionary activities of President Kim Il-sung, laid floral baskets and bouquets before the bronze statues of the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il on Mansu Hill, and paid tribute to them on the occasion of the 20th anniversary of the demise of President Kim Il-sung. The families of overseas Koreans also placed bouquets before the bronze bust of the anti-Japanese heroine Kim Jong-sik at the Revolutionary Martyrs Cemetery on Mount Daesung.
A national meeting was held at the People's Palace of Culture in Pyongyang on Wednesday to commemorate the 124th anniversary of Kim Jong-sik, an indomitable revolutionary fighter and outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese National Liberation Movement of Korea. Present at the meeting were officials of the party, armed forces and government organs, public organizations, ministries and national agencies, service personnel of the Korean People's Army and the Korean People's Internal Security Forces, officials of the institutions of revolutionary relics preservation, science, education, literature and arts, public health and the press, various persons, bereaved families of revolutionary martyrs and working people in Pyongyang. Also on hand were the delegation of Koreans in Japan and other overseas Koreans delegations and compatriots fleeing the socialist homeland, and the representative of the Korean mission of the South Korean Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front. The rostrum was taken by Kim Yong-nam and other senior officials of the party, state and army, vice premiers, the chairman of the Central Committee of the Korean Social Democratic Party, officials of the party and the forces and government bodies, working people's ministries, national agencies, and institutions of revolutionary relics preservation and meritorious persons. The report was made by Yang Seong-suk, member of the Political Bureau of the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea and Vice President of the Presidium of the Supreme People's Assembly of the DPRK. The report was that the history of revolutionary struggle of the indomitable revolutionary fighter Kim Jong-sik was a history of ardent devotion of the genuine patriot who devoted his all to save the nation from distress or was keeping the country and fellow countrymen in his heart. It was a brilliant history of activities of the prominent revolutionary who performed immortal feats for the bright future of the country. Kim Jong-sik educated the great Kim Il-sung to have ardent patriotism, indomitable fighting spirit, and bitter hatred for the enemy childhood, and brought him up as a fearless patriot and outstanding leader of the revolution. It is the immortal achievements performed by Kim Jong-sik for the country and revolution. His sacred revolutionary activities and undying achievements in struggle are registered brilliantly in the history of the country and will shine for all ages along with the prosperity of the powerful Pac-to-Sun nations. The idea of aim high of the indomitable revolutionary fighter Kim Jong-sik and his desire were admirably realized by the great Kim Il-sung and Kim Jong-il, the reporter said, and called upon all to wage a vigorous struggle for prosperity of the socialist fatherland, national reunification, and the accomplishment of the revolutionary cause of Chukchi in full unity around the Central Committee of the Workers' Party of Korea, headed by respected Kim Jong-un.
The number of visitors to the Chungcheong Revolutionary Site is increasing day by day on the occasion of the 120th birth anniversary of the indomitable revolutionary fighter Kim Jong-sik. The Chungcheong Revolutionary Site in Paksu County, North Pyongyang Province, is a significant place visited by Kim Jong-sik, an outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese National Liberation Movement of Korea. several times for his energetic activities from the summer of 2K1 or 1912 to the autumn of 2K10 or 1921. Over the past 10 years, it has been visited by more than 1,217,000 civic personnel of the People's Army, working people from all parts of the land, school youth and children, and foreigners.
The reception was given on the 9th, which was arranged by respected Kim Jong-un in appreciation of the services of the family of overseas Koreans related to the revolutionary activities of President Kim Il-sung. Present there were the family of Zhang Weihua, a Chinese anti-Japanese revolutionary martyr, the families of Zhou Wei, Yi Changxi, Sun Mingrong, Zhang Baolin, Jiang Jihua, Zhang Ye, Chang Xirong, and Hu Zimi, Chinese related to the anti-Japanese revolutionary struggle, the families of She Sunok and Lee Jae-duk, Korean anti-Japanese revolutionary fighters in China, the families of Park Il-sung and Kim Chol, Korean anti-Japanese revolutionary martyrs in China, the families of Kim Sunok and Lee Guanlin, Koreans related to the anti-Japanese revolutionary struggle in China, Chung Il-sim, a Korean in Russia, and the family of Sun Won-tae, overseas Korean related to the anti-Japanese struggle. Present there were Kim Gi-nam, Secretary of the Conference of the Workers' Party of Korea, and officials concerned.
The State Stamp Bureau of the DPRK issued a new stamp in commemoration of the 120th birth anniversary of Kim Hyong-gik, an outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese national liberation movement of Korea. The stamp carries an acrylic painting, outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese national liberation movement of Korea, Kim Hyong-gik, guiding a meeting at the Dam or Chestnut Valley in Cheongsu-do. The painting represents the energetic revolutionary activities of Kim Hyong-gik, who brought about the dawn of the Korean Revolution, braving through untrodden paths of history.
The chairman of the DPRK Olympic Committee sent a message to the chairman of the organizing committee of the 17th Asian Games on Thursday. The message said, in order to improve the North-South relations and create an atmosphere of national unity, as clarified in the statement of the government of the DPRK and cheer up players, we decided to send a large-scale cheering group together with our players to the 17th Asian Games to be held in Incheon of South Korea. We propose having inter-Korean working groups of officials concerned either in the north area or in the south area of Panmunjom towards July the 15th for discussion of all issues arising in the participation of our players in the games and dispatch of the cheering group.
Nam Sung-woo, Vice Chairman of the Central Standing Committee of the General Association of Korean Residents in Japan, and the Vice Chairman of the Central Committee of the South Korean Anti-Imperialist National Democratic Front, made public press statements on the 7th and the 8th in support of the statement of the government of the DPRK.
A statement was issued by the General Association of Koreans in China on the 2nd, and a commentary by the Internet newspaper of Koreans in the United States means of function on the 1st is a special proposal of the National Defense Commission of the DPRK. And that's the end of the news, read by Kim Jong-un. This is Voice of Korea.
You enjoy your female quintet. The British Marshal Kim Jong-un is dead. from this embrace. July the 10th this year is the 120th birth anniversary of the indomitable revolution decided Kim Jong-il, an outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese national liberation movement of Korea. Kim Il-sung, the father of the great President Kim Il-sung, regarded the idea of the T1 or aim high as its unchangeable revolutionary motto and principle of life in the whole course of its revolutionary activities. Showing the firm determination to liberate and occupy the country, and harbored the lofty aim, bitterly experiencing the sorrow of the Korean nation as stateless under the Japanese imperial colonial rule in his childhood. This happened when he was attending the Pyongyang Symphony School. He made a speech at the fair of Hyundai Jungle, which was the present time required for youth to do, and was detained in the Pyongyang police station on suspicion of propaganda of seditious ideas and religious readings later. He said he had keenly felt speechless people are worse than the dog of the heart of Pharaoh at that time. And he expressed his own determination to drive the Japanese imperialists out of Korea and achieve the independence of the country, even though his body was torn to pieces. He continued that the independence of the country could not be achieved in each generation. It must be achieved generation after generation. He predicted that national independence could not be achieved easily, but only through an arduous and protracted struggle. It was a practical conclusion he found from the lesson in the history of the anti-Japanese struggle of the Korean people. Proceeding from the conclusion, Kim Il-sung had hardened his firm faith that he should have a sufficient aim for achieving independence and prosperity of the country, and freedom and liberation of the people, and to realize the savage aim, undoubtedly fight though any difficulties and trials might crop up in its way. The idea of the T1, Kim Il-sung's far-reaching aim and looked for it, was run through with a spirit of national independence and patriotic stand to staunchly fight against liberation and subordination, oppression and exploitation, to warmly love the country and people, and to achieve the liberation of the country and national independence, and furthermore, build a highly civilized society in the liberated country by believing in the strength of the people and fostering it. He conducted the anti-Japanese national liberation movement under the idea of the T1. The anti-Japanese struggle of the Korean people could have a bright prospect. Applying the idea of the T1, Kim Il-sung formed the Korean National Association and joined both the anti-Japanese patriotic forces. And he put forward the line on switching the anti-Japanese national liberation movement of Korea from the nationalist movement to the proletarian revolution, and conducted his energetic activities. Indeed, the idea of the T1 was a patriotic idea to save the country and nation with our strength and build on this land a certain prosperous country good to live in. The Prime President Kim Il-sung, carrying forward and developing the idea of the T1, advanced a single idea and blazed the road of the future, a new road of the Korean Revolution. On the road, the historic course of national liberation was accomplished, the independent dignity of the nation demonstrated, and the powerful paradise of the people, a new socialist society built. The newspaper account under the title, Idea of the T1. This is Voice of Korea. Now you enjoy the song Green Planet Narrative, created by Kim Il-sung, an indomitable revolutionary fighter and outstanding leader of the anti-Japanese liberation movement of Korea in CHS 7 or 1918. Pretty social your band music, Song of Mandingo. Korean song for my own motherland. The lyrics of the song were written by Shiro. These people of the enemy killed off its body to ensure their device of victory during the Great Liberation War of the Korean people in 1930. The song represents the noble ideological spirit of the hero, that the most precious life, the most beautiful hope, and the greatest happiness are in devoting his youth and life to motherland without hesitation. Now, even in the song, in the solo of Charles Sang-jin, a Korean musician in the United States.
Precious is my hope of future. Precious is my great will. However, all those things are precious as my fatherland. The destiny of my fatherland is more precious than anything else.
You've been listening to a Korean song sung by a Korean musician in the United States. This is Voice of Korea.
With this, we conclude the English language service of Voice of Korea from the Democratic People's Republic of Korea. Voice of Korea presents its English language service for Southeast Asia between 5 and 6 hours UTC on 13,650 kHz and 15,105 kHz, and between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,735 kHz and 13,650 kHz. For Middle East and Northern Africa between 16 and 17 hours on 9,890 kHz and 11,645 kHz, and between 19 hours UTC on 9,875 kHz and 11,635 kHz. For Southern Africa between 19 and 20 hours UTC on 7,210 kHz and 11,910 kHz. And for Central and South Americas between 4 and 5 hours UTC, 11,735 kHz, 13,760 kHz, and 15,180 kHz. And between 10 and 11 hours UTC on 11,720 kHz and 15,180 kHz. Goodbye, this is Pyongyang.
번중한 방송입니다. 번중한 방송입니다. 저보고로부터 멀리 떨어진 정치자 여러분 안녕하십니까? 지금부터 여러분들을 위한 이 시간 방송을 시작하겠습니다.
조선인민군 최고사령관 김정일 동지께서 조선인민군 전략군 서부전선 탄적부대들의 전술 로켓 발사 훈련을 지도하셨습니다. 위대한 수도에 사무치는 그리움이 7월의 이강산에 다넘치고 백두산 절세리인들의 생존위험한 강성국과 군사력을 강력한 총대로 끝까지 담보해 나갈 우리 혁명무력의 불타는 선수적 열의가 천리방선을 뜨겁게 달구고 있는 결정적인 시기에 조선노동당 제1비 서이시며 조선민주주의인공화국 국방위원회 제1비원장이시며 조선인민군 최고사령관 경애하는 김정은 동지께서 또다시 조선인민군 전략군 서부전선 타격부대들의 전술 로켓 발사 훈련 현지에서 지도하셨습니다. 이번 발사 훈련은 전략군 서부전선 타격부대들의 실전 능력을 관건 건너하기 위해 부대적인 기동과 화력 타격을 배합하여 진행되었습니다. 황경서 동지, 박정천 동지, 윤동현 동지, 홍영칠 동지가 공연했습니다. 경애하는 최고사령관 동지를 현지에서 조선인민군 전략군 사령관인 전략군 상장 김낙정 동지를 비롯한 전략군 측의 성원들이 맞이했습니다. 경애하는 최고사령관 동지께서는 현지에서 전략군 참모부가 작성한 발사 계획, 설정된 비행 궤도와 목표 수역 봉쇄 정령령을 구체적으로 열의하시고 전술로켓 발사 명령을 하달하셨습니다. 순간 어두운 산막을 깨고 대지를 밝히며 솟구친 전술로켓들이 조국 사랑과 원수성어의 인형으로 응축되었던 천둥같은 폭음을 터뜨리며 예정된 목표를 향하여 안공을 기울차게 가르기 시작했습니다. 실전에 방법하는 조선인민군 전략군 서부전선 타격부대들의 이번 전술 로켓 발사 훈련을 통하여 전술 로켓들의 명중성과 전투적 위력이 남김없이 과시됐으며 기본적성한 발생 전략군 서부전선 타격부대들의 전투행동 질서와 화력 임무가 종합히 조정되고 가지한 총 목표에 따르는 사격 방법이 완성되게 됐습니다. 중요한 차룡관 동지께서는 이번 전술 로켓 발사 훈련이 현대전의 요구에 맞게 신식행동과 비합하여 성과적으로 진행된 데 대해 거대한 만족을 표시하시면서 전략군의 싸움 전지와 구체적인 로켓 전법을 적용하는 데서 나서는 강령적인 가르치 주셨습니다. 존경하는 최고 사령관 동지께서는 우리는 말과 행동이 다 준비되어 있어야 한다. 아무리 선량하고 정당하여도 힘이 없으면 강자들의 흥정물로 되고 피로써 이어진 귀중한 역사도 한순간에 빛을 잃게 된다고 하시면서 저희 어떤 부대들이 앞으로도 어느 힘이면 실전과 같은 훈련들을 통하여 로켓 부문 싸움으로 완충 강화하며 즉각적인 발사태세를 한시적으로 유지함으로써 우리 공화국을 한사코 힘으로 압살하려고 날뛰는 적들의 ом결한 대결관증을 강력한 군사적 대력으로 제압해 나가리라는 크나큰 기대와 확신을 표명하셨습니다. 조선의 상정자랑 자기의 힘이 강할 때 진정한 서북의 안전과 평화를 수호할 수 있다고 하신 존경하는 최고 사령관 동지의 선공 같은 말씀을 명심하고 언제나 타적의 시기성과 중학성을 보좌하는 데 기본을 두고 만번의 동원 태세를 빈틈없이가 풀어나가는 것으로서 조직과 있는 시대와 역사 폐지는 숭고한 사명과 임무를 다해 결사의 맹세를 다했습니다.
김정은 동지께서 고 전병우 동지의 연구를 찾으시어 깊은 내부의 뜻을 표시하셨습니다. 조선노동당 제1비서이시며 조선민주주의민주화국 국방위원회 제1위원장이시며 조선인民최고 사령관이신 경영 김정은 동지께서 전병우 동지의 서거에 제임하여 10월 9일 고인의 연구를 국내의 뜻을 표시하셨습니다. 소위 방문에는 황경수 동지, 이영길 동지, 김영철 동지, 박수순 동지, 윤동현 동지, 조춘용 동지, 조규창 동지, 최춘식 동지가 함께 참가하였습니다. 많이 고인의 연구 앞에 놓여 있었습니다. 또한 조선노동